Dictation will be started in few seconds. Be ready. Start. The scientist is supposed to be an objective seeker after truth. Science has grown because, in a large measure, the great scientists have sought truth in that way. But I suppose no man today, not even a scientist, can live in a world of his own, in some kind of ivory tower cut off from what is happening. Therefore, science today has perhaps begun to cross the borders of moral and ethics. If it gets divorced completely from the realm of morality and ethics, then the power it possesses may be used for evil purposes. But above all, if it ties itself to the gospel of hatred and violence, then undoubtedly it will have taken a wrong direction which will bring much peril to the world. I plead with the scientists here and elsewhere to remember that the scientific spirit is essentially one of tolerance, one of humility, one of realization that somebody else may also have a bit of the truth. Scientists should note that they do not have a monopoly of the truth, that nobody has a monopoly, no country, no people, no book. Truth is too vast to be contained in the minds of human beings or in books, however sacred. Para. Let us be a little humble. Let us think that the truth may not perhaps be entirely with us. Let us cooperate with others. Let us, even when we do not appreciate what others say, respect their views and their ways of life. Let us go back to an ancient age in India, Ashoka's period 2300 years ago. This man, who was infinitely more than an emperor, has left memorials all over this great land, memorials which you can see today. Among the message that he gave, there is one which I think we should all remember, not only in this country but elsewhere. Addressing his own people, he said, if you rever your faith while you rever your own faith, you shall rever the faith of others. In reverencing the faith of others, you will exalt your own faith and will get your own faith honored by others. If you apply that message of tolerance not only to religion but to the other activities of human life, such as politics, economics, and science, you will find that it puts things in a different context. It is context which is not very much in evidence today, where differences of opinion are not liked, where the tendency is to suppress the view or the way of life that is not approved of, where ultimately science itself becomes vitiated by a narrow outlook. Thanks for watching.